Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a review of The Strain Season 3, Episode 9, Do or Die. This episode I didn't love as much as I hoped I would. I didn't enjoy it as much as the previous episodes. There were a few things that really didn't bode well with me, so I'll mention those first. So the first thing is the big deaths of this episode. Justine Ferrado and Angel died this episode trying to escape New York, essentially. With the Justine, I didn't care so much about because her character was one that I found to be very bland and just I didn't like the way the actress delivered her lines or maybe just the writing in general, so I didn't care so much about her. But Angel, it really irked me because his death just I don't understand why. Like he didn't do enough at all since they introduced him, and they could have done so much more with him. And just overall, his death just didn't it all felt very cheesy and just I don't know, that whole sequence of them getting overrun by Strigoi just didn't feel right. So I didn't like that, and um, I also don't I still don't like the fact that they decide to make Dutch this uh person of interest for like all the guys she has been with F and Fett, but more so like they keep deciding to put her in these relationships, and I don't understand why. Why does she need to be in a relationship with either one of them? Last season they made her come off pretty crappy in the way that she treated Fett, and then even now it's just like I don't know, like her entire character just throws me off. I don't care about her at all. Like if she were to die next episode, I wouldn't care. In fact, it would have been a long time coming. I just something about her I just don't care for at all. So those are the two big things I didn't care for about this episode. But I will say that I did enjoy the flashbacks we got of Eldritch. I don't feel for him per se, but he did have an intriguing backstory of him just not being raised by his father, sort of being a bastard and wanting to get to know his father and be good enough for his father, and his father not caring for him at all, wanting nothing to do with him, and just in general, just, you know, he didn't care whatsoever. So that I felt for him in a sense, but I still, I mean, it doesn't make me care so much about his character per se. I just find that his backstory was, you know, it was intriguing, it was interesting. So that was great. And then we have him sort of betraying the master. He shoots um, Icorus. I don't know why I was just blinking. He shoots Icorus a lot, and they attempt to kill him. And one thing with this is that if Icorus is going to die in any way, I'm going to need it to be by Strachian's hand. Like, you know, Eldridge has had his issues with Icorus and the Master, but if Satrakian isn't the one to kill Icorus, I will be very disappointed. Um, yeah, so that happened, and that was pretty much it for his backstory. He ended up uh, turning Decide to work for him instead of working for Icorus. So we have that, and then we have pretty much Fett wanting to leave the city because the police have left and wanting to take everyone with them. They don't do that. Him and F get into a little scuffle, and I'm not sure how F is able to hold his own. I thought for sure Fett would have been the clear winner of that, but they sort of made it seem more like F was winning that one, um, which threw me for a loop because I'm like, Fett should definitely be winning this fight. But he fights him because like he still doesn't trust F, rightfully so. Um, After he took the Lumen, uh, you know, he just doesn't trust them. I am not sure if I don't think he knows about F in Dutch at this moment because I feel like he perhaps would have mentioned it, but he didn't. And he just says he doesn't want to work with F. Then we have Quinlan come in, and he is burned. It appears to be burned. Maybe it's just like soot or something. But he comes in, he has survived, and he says the ancients are dead. Now, I would like to say that I don't believe the ancients are dead. I think I'm hoping that they're still alive. Even if their sun hunters are dead, that's whatever. But I think the ancients can still be of some use, especially since what was in the casket was not the ancient from Egypt. It was a nuke that they had to buy off the black market and blah 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 blah. So I'm hoping that the ancients are still around and they could be of some use. So now we end with most of our group together. The only one not with our like little Scooby gang is Gus. He is on his own after everyone dies, and they're all still separated. So next week is the season finale, and I wish I could say I'm excited, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I didn't love this episode. They also didn't really make a big deal out of the leveling of parts of the city. Like, buildings were destroyed the last episode, and there wasn't a ton of mention to it. I mean, I know they mentioned it briefly, but it wasn't a lot at all. So I don't know. I don't. I didn't care about the way they killed Angel, considering they still could have done more with him. So yeah, we'll see how they decide to wrap up the season. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.